What the hell? Hello everybody, welcome. We're getting into the hot shop business today, temporarily. Yeah, go ahead, drive it up there. The man behind the scenes, we can't show you him. Gotta hide. He's wanted in 19 different states for 45 different crimes. But his truck is named Dixie May. He came to visit today, and I'm sure everybody knows the man behind the comments, but we're not going to show his face because he likes to keep it that way. But he said he'll let me drive his truck, so we got to run up to Dad's to get some parts for my 08, and we're gonna work on that and maybe do a little something to his truck today. But 2017, right? 5500 with a man-sized mega cab sleeper on the back, the real deal for hot shot gig. This is the longest trailer I've ever towed. Except for, yeah, how long is it total?
40 feet. All together?
Yeah.
69.
69 foot trailer plus truck. So, let's go ahead and get on the road, and I'll go grab my wallet. I am a CDL Class A holder. We're legit. If not, he's my teacher, if you don't believe that. You getting nervous yet?
No.
Believe how long this thing is. All right, we're in Dixie May now. We're about to go up a hill. Said we're about 30,000 gross right now, going up the back roads. I'm calling it Sutton, California, so nobody knows where I'm at. Anyway, he wanted to see how his truck compared to mine. I got it in manual third gear right now, and it's running at 1800 RPM. I'm gonna have to go to a second for this, maybe. Pretty tight real estate coming through here. I'm not used to quite so long of a trailer. He's got a little bit of work underneath the hood of this truck. It self-deleted itself. DPF's got a nice bullet hole through it, so to speak. It did it on its own, not even joking. And then he's got some tune work. And I'll pop the hood when we get back to the house and show you guys a little bit what he's got going on. But as far as hot shot work goes, it looks and sounds stock. But I will say it doesn't feel like it's stock. It's got a little bit of ump to it. I think this is my first 5500 automatic that I've driven too.
Just the AC, of course.
Yeah. You hit any deer with this thing yet?
Nope.
No deer? All that hot shot work, no deer?
I go slow at night on the back road so I can stop in time.
Yeah.
I had a cop yell at me because I was only doing 28 and a 35 during rut season on the back road in the country.
Really?
Yeah. So I was going too slow. I'm like, I want to be able to stop when I heard a deer come out.
Get that bumper on there, then you can go back to green flag racing. Yeah. A little EGT action. But this is the whole town. When people think rough and ready, they're like, what the heck is it? It's just this little fire station, post office, and a closed up store. Just a little chunk of highway with nothing else going on now. But let's see what this old bird does going up this hill. I don't know what the grade is, what to say here. Doesn't have the grade. 4% maybe? Hit it a third, 2,000 RPM. We got quite enough juice. We'll take her, see what them EGTs do. Relatively light load for this truck. 1,300 at 2,600 RPM. He ain't got much boost at all. Engine temp 217. Damn, those EGTs like to party. That's with all the emission stuff still intact. Damn. How long do you kiss 1,400 with that?
Try not to.
Yeah.
I'll back off out of her.
That's second gear. Engine temp's doing all right. Trans, 6-speed ISN, 167, no big deal. The boost, it sounded like it wanted to party earlier in the boost, but Fuji said does the tunes on this?
Motor ops.
Boost seemed pretty weak, really, for that much throttle. EGTs, they definitely make sense with that boost not really being as high as it should. 25 when that was the peak boost I saw. Hope nobody gives you any hate in the comment section to post that. And you know, the know-it-all jokers. But I'd say if you got that boost to go up a little bit, motor ops, what else do they do? What platform they run? That's at MM3?
MM3, and I think they may do EFI Live.
Yeah. Let's see here if they're closed today. Might have hit 14 for a second, but for the most part it ran around 13, mid-13s, which is more than I would like to see. But stabbing at the throttle, trying to get some more boost out of it, the highest I saw it run to was 25, which is not really the highest I would like to see for having tunes and stuff. But for the most part it was running like at 20, 15 to 20 under hard load with this much weight. So maybe you got a boost leak too. Think about that.
That's what somebody was saying before. That's what they said earlier.
Yeah. We'll let this old girl cool down and we'll go in the house and grab something real quick. What was that?
Brakes.
Come on, babe. Pretty similar load to that 5.967 video I did a while back. We'll record the time. See how long this truck takes to do. Mean shift. 1350. Shit. What gear ratio is this thing? Oh, shit.
410.
Oh. 410 with them big tires on it. Damn, that thing wants to hit 1400, no problem. It's downshifted. PSI, 2,600 RPM, and it still wanted to hit 13 something.
Well, it went down to 11.
Yeah, that's let off. Yeah. That's not very fun. You can't even use it. 1350 just cruising. We need to find some new tuners. That's too much for a tow tune right there, that's for damn sure. How hard is it to turn it down?
If you want to go to stock,
yeah.
Okay, hit the screen.
We'll go up here and turn around.
Alright.
Go ahead, hanging out, bobbling around. Because that's coming up through here, that's what it should be, maybe 1,000. Under power. Let's see if we can turn around in this. Oh, we'll go up. We'll turn around on this up by Grandpa's house here.
You want to go stock tune or just stock power?
I was just going to say something to maybe get them UGTs to drop down a little bit, but
that's going to take a minute to go to stock.
Oh, well, it just because man, I'm barely pushing the throttle right now, and it's keeping right at $1,000, 1,100. It's at 2,000 RPM. The guy gave me a thumbs up. What's up? Hot Shot Live. Thumbs
Flags.
up. I thought he was props for me, not the flag. What the heck?
I had a Walmart guy was saluting me coming down 50.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What am I doing over there? Your arm's in the way. The mirror.
Oh.
So before you did hot shot work, you used to do what did you do before that?
Military.
So you went straight into this?
Yep.
How often you got to drive through a neighborhood with this thing?
Not too often.
Let's see how this is the only corner I was worried about. What do you think? No problem. That overhang though, kind of worried about that. Milking the outsides. Different experience. Appreciate you letting me drive. Saying last night I was getting tired of driving, and then today I'm excited to go driving. How'd that work?
Got flags.
Yeah, oh yeah. Those things do look pretty sweet. Alright, let's go. I'll tell you what, you buy a shop, they come from every state. Fresh from North Carolina, he came over here for some TLC. We installed a serious horn. I'll show it to you before he fires it up, but I just tapped into the factory horn. Go ahead and hit this.
Ready?
Yeah. Flickering the light. Yep. Yep, that is definitely loud. Anyway, go ahead and make your video on it. Alrighty guys, the day is winding down and I figured I better come out here and make a video with Dixie May before it ends. And Dixie May be the title of his YouTube page, but his truck is actually named Dixie May. And he let me in on a secret. 4 years ago he met a lady and her dog was named Dixie May. So that's where he came up with the title, and he named his truck after that. The owner of this truck, his name is actually Brooks. One heck of a nice guy. I've been hanging out with him today. He made a special trip out here. Oh, he found a load to come out here. This thing is what you pick up a big dumpster with. It goes on a big old 10-wheel truck, and I'll say this thing is definitely a heavy girl. That is for sure. And trailer setup, 25 GN Big Tex, the standard 48-inch spread. And he's got the pretty much the suspension I wish my trailer had. And my new trailer will have something to the lines of this. Something that's a little bit tougher than your standard BS crap, but Big Tex, they definitely make a decent trailer. It's a very popular brand. Some days I kind of wish I went with that, but other days I'm happy with what I got. And the next round of trailer, which might be closer than we think, it's going to be a lot better. But this was the first time I actually towed something this long right here. 40-foot trailer, and then whatever the truck is. He said the whole thing totaled out at 69 feet, which is, that's a big bird right there. I don't know what the California regulations are on this kind of length, but he's got her set up kingpin style. He does have the option for the gooseneck ball back there, but you get a little bit more weight rating out of that system right in the front. Well, like I said though, we found a load that he came out here, hung out for a day or so, and I don't mind that. I don't know a lot of other YouTubers that kind of make videos like this, and I'm not trying to, you know, say every YouTuber sucks because they're not trying to interact with their fans, but I felt like it was a good opportunity for me and for somebody if they wanted to come out and hang out. I have been talking to Dixie for a while, not just in the comment section, but everything else. And he came out and actually let me drive his truck, so I thought that was pretty freaking cool. Go give him some merchandise before he takes off though. But let's go ahead and do a quick little video inside the cab. Now, like I said, this is, hey, you put that on there for me. This is a 2017 truck. It is a tradesman edition, but he's got it outfitted with the Laramie stereo thing and dash. Pretty clean cut and dry, no big deal. But this is the cool thing that a lot of people try to hide some of his mess. There's nothing too personal in there, but a lot of thing with hot shotters is they can't claim a berth. They can't claim like a residency, so to speak, because a lot of guys are just running a crew cab truck and trying to sleep in the back seat. That's not the case with this thing. Full-on sleeper back there. This is the first time I've seen one of these up close, and I'll tell you what, there's room for activities and there's room to sleep back there. You can get one of these with a crew cab setup. Gives you double the room for activities, but it's definitely a sweet setup. If you guys were curious, those are the people that did the truck for him. Bought it off of them. Ran 5,500, 410 gear ratio, ISN 6-speed with a 6.7 Cummins. Let's go ahead and show you guys under the hood real quick. He's gonna pull it down to the shop here in a second, and we're gonna add a little something to it. He's got a aftermarket intake on it. You can definitely hear turbo a lot better with that intake. He's got this thing, valve cover. He says that's the only one that they actually made like that colorway and everything. Then he's got a Sinister oil filter relocate, but everything else is visually stock, so he's California compliant and all that good mess, but he's out of a different state than here. From the other side of the whole country, by the way. North Carolina, I believe. It's a little bit of a haul, but all that's still there. Just somebody sucker punched a hole through something in there and it's working good. It did it on its own, no joke. A little extra detail, he got some lights in the dash, or the lights in the grill. But thing pulls definitely a little bit more than stock. But you gotta take your corners way wider with this big old bird. Holy dang. There's a lot of spots that I didn't really he was a little worried about some of the stuff where I was driving relatively light load, but just a lot of mass of, you know, between the trailer and the actual load. Pretty heavy little setup for not really hauling that much. Says he weighs close to 23 empty. All his blocks, boards, chain binders, trailer truck, fuel. If anybody else is watching this, this is what I would consider a, you know, a professional hotshot setup. You can go buy a gooseneck like this. They're pretty cheap for a 25 GN. You can buy a truck with a crew cab, but if you get the sleeper here in business right there, that's when you become big league as far as hot shotter goes. And he's just got extra 60-gallon transfer coupled with the 55 out of the stock tank down there on a 5500. So he's got a good amount of range with that kind of fuel capacity. But definitely a sweet setup, I will give it that much. And it was a pleasure getting to drive it. I've seen plenty of videos. He's been commenting on my videos for a long time now, so the fact to see this sucker in person, and then of course I showed him my trucks and all that stuff too. Took a rip in the 08. That right there, having those flags up there, that's when you find the support in the community. There was a couple people waved pretty dang, you know, waved proudly, thumbs ups and all that stuff. So I never put a flag and represented like that on something. Not saying I wouldn't, but it was kind of neat, the response. Anyway, big girl. But anyway, we're gonna end this one. Anyway, thank you for letting me drive your truck, Brooks. Really appreciate that, and thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. We're gonna end this one right here. Everybody else, give Dixie May a follow. See if we can get his subscriber count going up, maybe get him monetized. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hit them buttons, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Later.